Hello, my friends. It is Where, When, Why Wednesday. So, first, we are going to talk about where we are and where we live. Isn't it crazy that we are little teensy weensy itty bitty little specks somewhere in this giant cluster of stars and clouds and colors? Isn't this just beautiful? It looks like something from a dream, but this is real. This is our galaxy, the Milky Way. And somewhere in this wonderful galaxy is our solar system, which is very small compared to the whole galaxy. Our solar system has 8 planets. You all know the planets, right? Remember our song? We are the planets of the solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. We are the planets of the solar system. Where is our planet? And what is it called? Our planet that we live on is called the Earth. And here it is. It's the third closest planet to the sun. And it's just warm enough and just cool enough for us to be alive. Isn't that crazy? Everyone say hi to Mars. Hi, Mars. Also say hi to Jupiter because I know a lot of you love Jupiter. Hi, Jupiter. All right, now if we travel into the Earth, we see a lot of different countries. Now, you might notice this doesn't look like the actual shape of the Earth. The Earth is a sphere, right? Which is round. This is not a sphere. That's because this is just a map. And a map is just a drawing to help us understand where we are. It doesn't necessarily look exactly the way it is. Okay? Now, where on the map is our country? And what is it called? Our country is right up here, and it's called the United States. Oopsie daisy, okay. Our country is just one country in our continent. Our continent is called North America. Do you know how many countries are in our continent? Well, there are 3. We are the one that's right here in the middle, just like the middle part of a sandwich, like the meat or the cheese. Yeah, not the meat for all of you, because some of us don't eat meat. But this is our country, and it is to the north of us, right here, is Canada. Canada is also in our continent. To the south of us, down here, is Mexico. Mexico is also in our continent. Have any of you ever been to Canada or Mexico? I've been to Canada, but I have not been to Mexico. So, there are 7 continents in the world. One of them is right here, and that's our continent called North America. One of them is down here. This one is called South America. One of them is across the ocean over here, and this is called Africa. One of them is up here. This one is called Europe. I know some of you have been to Europe. One of them is over here, and it's called Asia. And one of them is down here, and it's called Australia. Australia is the only one that is also its own country. And there's one more continent that you can't see. That's because nobody lives there. It's too cold. And it's called Antarctica. Some people have gone there, but you can't live there because it's just too cold. Nobody wants to be freezing all day long. All right. So if we go into the United States, we see our states. We're called the United States because we are made up of little states. And the word united means together. So all of our little states put together make up our country, which is the United States. Most of our states are connected together, but there are two of them that are not. Those two are Alaska, right here, and Hawaii, which is right here. Do you know where our state is? Our state is this yellow one right here that I'm circling. And it is called New Hampshire. New Hampshire is our state. Some of us have lived in different states. That's pretty crazy and cool. Some of us have lived all the way over here in Utah. Some of us have lived over here in Pennsylvania. I lived in Pennsylvania too. Some of us have lived up here in Maine, which is right next to us. Some of us have lived down here in Massachusetts. Not actually sure about all this. And some of us have lived in New York. That is where I was born. But now we all live in this state called New Hampshire, which is right here. And inside of our state, we have many, oopsies, here's our state, New Hampshire. This is a map of our individual state. And there are many towns and cities in our states. All of these little itty bitty words are names of towns or cities. Towns and cities are basically the same thing, except cities are bigger. Cities have more people in them. Now, most of us live in this little light green part here at the bottom. If we move in a little closer, we can see the names of our towns. The town that our school is in is called Merrimack, and that is right here. Gate City Charter School for the Arts, somewhere in this little thing. Some of us live in Manchester. That is where I live. Manchester is all the way up here. Some of us live down here a little bit in Bedford. Some of us live right here in Merrimack, where our school is. Some of us live down here in Nashua, which is all the way down here. Some of us live in Hollis, I think, which is right here next to Nashua. Now, the only place, I think, that one of our friends lives that is not in this green part is Milford, which is over in this orange part, which is right here. Oh, and we also have friends who live in Amherst, which is right here. But we all live in our state of New Hampshire, and we all go to Gate City Charter School for the Arts, which is right here in Merrimack. So we just traveled all the way from our beautiful, big galaxy called the Milky Way. And just a little speck in that galaxy is our solar system, is our neighborhood of planets. Here's our planet, the Earth. Inside of our Earth, we have countries and continents. Here's our country, the United States. And in our country, we have states. Many states. You can count the states if you have a map at home and use that as one of your assignments today, if you would like. That might be a fun challenge. Here's our state up here, this little yellow one, and it's called New Hampshire. And New Hampshire has many towns and cities. And we live in different towns and cities. All right, my friends, thank you for traveling with me and talking about where we are. I will talk to you all soon.